Hi everyone, my name is Sue with the Peabody Institute Library of Danvers, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Deaconess rectangle style mask. Now there are a couple of variations of this mask, but for today we're going to stick with the basic mask for personal use. You're going to need 2 rectangles of pre-washed cotton fabric. This is cut 9 inches by 7 inches. That's for an average size face. If you need a larger one, you can cut 9 inches by 8 inches. We're also going to need 2 7-inch strips of elastic. Now, right now it's very hard to find this elastic, so you might have to improvise a bit. I've used these elastic headbands, which work very well, or you can use shoelaces and tie them around your head. You also will need either some clips or some pins. So to get started, what you're going to do is you take your fabric and you put the right sides together, and then you take one of your strips of elastic and you're going to put it in between the 2 strips of fabric, about 1/2 inch from the top corner, and you're going to put it in there one side, and you're going to clip it so that it stays. And then you need to take the other end and bring it to the bottom of the mask, and again place it about 1/2 inch from the bottom corner, and again clip that together. And then we do the same on the other side. Take your elastic and put it about 1/2 inch from the top, lay your top fabric over, and then clip it together, and take the bottom one and do the same, about 1/2 inch from the bottom corner, and place the fabric down and then clip that together. There. Now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine, and we're going to take our fabric. Now on the bottom portion, you want to leave about a 2-inch space on the bottom so we can turn this fabric right side out. So we'll start about a couple of inches. Here's our center. I'm going to start about a couple of inches from the center. We're using about 1/2 inch seams here. So we start sewing. I always backspace a few stitches, and then we sew to the end. To turn a corner, you want to place your needle all the way in the fabric, lift up your presser foot, and pivot the material. Now you notice you're going to have to take the clip out here, which is fine. And just sew right over the elastic, go right down our seam, come to the corner, take our clip out, go to the corner, go over the elastic, place the needle into the fabric, lift up our presser foot, and pivot the material. And here's our top. We go right across the top. Again, we need to take out our clip here. You can also use pins in here and leave the pins in while you're sewing. Get to the corner, put our needle in, lift up the presser foot, pivot the material, and sew down the side. Take the clip out and we'll go right over the elastic. About 1/2 inch from the edge, and pivot our material. And then again, we have to remember to leave some space here, so don't go all the way to the start. I'm going to backspace a couple of stitches, and that's it. We're going to clip our threads, clip those. Now before we turn it right side out, we want to take our scissors and we want to cut the corners. That's so that there's not a lot of fabric and it doesn't bunch up in the corners. And you have to be careful not to cut your seam, your sewing. So we clip the corner like that in each corner. All right. And now we turn it right side out. So you open the little opening here and you have to fit the material through. You're gonna have to pull it through. Now you might want to stick either your finger in or a pencil or something. I have a little corner turner that you can stick in. It gives a neat corner. So now that it's turned right side out, like that, what we want to do now is we want to put 3 pleats in here. So we lay out our mask and then we take the top about 1 inch down and we just want to turn it under about 1/2 inch like that to make a pleat. And again, clip that. We want to do this 3 times. So go down about another 1/2 inch, pinch, and we get a pleat. That's 2. And one more time in the bottom. And clip. And then we want to do it on the opposite side too. So if you pull it like that, you'll get a straight line. And fold over the other side about 1/2 inch and clip it. Again, the second pleat. And then the third pleat. Like that. Now what we're going to do, go back to the sewing machine and we're going to sew or top stitch all around the entire mask. Top stitching, you want to stay about 1/4 inch away from the edge. So I'm going to start with the bottom here where we left it open. And start at the corner. Again, I'm about 1/4 inch away from the edge. And start here. Press a foot down. Again, a couple of stitches and I go backwards. And then we just stitch all around the entire mask. Get to the corner, keep the needle in, lift up the presser foot. I'm going to take these clips out as we're sewing. Should go right through the pleats. Make a turn and we'll go right across the top. Get to where we started, backspace a few inches, clip all our threads, and there, we are finished. And there's your mask. Simple as that. If anyone has any comments or questions, please feel free to comment below. And otherwise, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay home. Thank you.